Hey Frank, it's Vinny. Frank, I'm recording this message using the public services offered at the fine, notorious tourism center station. I stopped in for a visit, having a look around, see how things play here. And the best system in New Eden, New Taurus. Now, Frank, I got a lot to go over today, and I'm just freeballing it. I got no script. No fucking script this week, Frank. I'm just going to freeball it. So we had a huge fucking week. And over the whole week, the total ISK destroyed was 8,520,000,000. Holy fucking shit, Frank. We lost 900 million. Lost 900 million with a net gain of 7,620,000,000. Now, Frank, you'd think that the graduation ceremony from Saturday would be the top producer, but it wasn't, Frank. Let's talk about what we had for the week. You know, I'm still flying around in an Astero donated by James Payne of Wrecking Machine. Those good boys. Those good boys showing their support for the boys in white and blue. We're up to 8 kill marks on that ship right now. Monday started out with Lucy and Charlie doing a little public service in Wormhole space. You know, if you're ever flying around Wormhole space, there's all these dead player-owned stations. They're a real bitch to destroy. But every now and then, we'll do a public service and take one out. Lucy and Charlie took one out. It was worth a little over 100 million ISK. Now on Tuesday, partial media blackout on Tuesday. But overall, for the day, holy fuck, a big day. Still not the biggest day of the week, though. Big fucking day with over 2 billion ISK taken in, removed from the streets. Now, XY comes away with the top kill that we can talk about, and that was a pod worth 645 million. Now, you remember when XY lost his Proteus to that crafty pod pilot, had him chasing him all over the fucking system, and XY lost his goddamn Proteus to a ret. Well, he gets his redemption because he took out Jag Santovinia. Holy fuck, that pod worth 645 fucking million. It depends on when you ask Z-Kill about it. It goes up and down. On Wednesday, Jesus 3D gets the final blow on a really nice Svipple. I have no fucking idea how to say this ship name, but it sounds a whole lot like nipple, and we're going with Svipple. Svipple. Now we got into it with Prismatic Legion. We brought in a bunch of folks, bunch of the boys, an honorable third party as well, and we're trying to see if we could get one or two of their ships. I think that the Svipple was fed to us to see what our group makeup was. Once they knew that, they brought in a Bifrost. They were getting ready to jump us off the hole, and they were going to do us in. But we got all our boys out safely, no losses, and we took their Svipple out. Oh, that was worth just about 60 million. Jesus 3D got the final blow in his Proteus. On Thursday, Lucy took top spot. I think it might have even been the only kill of the day. Lucy takes top spot with a Drake worth 190 million ISK. Some dirtbag Drake out in Wormhole space, murdering the local defenders to line his pockets. Lucy was on duty, took him out, took that dirtbag out. Now on Friday, this is our most productive day of the week. Let me tell you something, Frank. when I take on new pilots, new deputies, and I bring them on, and I'm telling them stuff, and they're listening, their ears peeled, and then by the time they get to be out of training and an officer, they stop listening to Vinny. Oh, fuck that old man, that Vinny. He's got crazy ideas and everything. And I post a station, an abandoned station about to go down, and there was sure to be Blinkies. Sure to be Blinkies. I got all this negativity from a select group of people. And but the good guys, they came and showed up. And after all was said and done, holy fucking shit. 2,841,000,000 worth of Blinkies removed from high-spec sex space in the system of Magico. Now, if you look at Z-Kill, you're only going to see 1.4 billion on Z-Kill. But let me tell you something. Some absolute pussy and a fucking orca, that dipshit went Blinky. Everybody was on that fucking orca like flies on shit. Now, we didn't get the final blow, so we don't have the kill mail. But we do have a Twitch highlight of it blowing up. Video evidence of that orca going down, and it never made it to Z-Kill. So the going rate for an orca is another 1.4 billion, so we're calling that day worth 2,841,000,000. Now the top documented kill, because of that fucking pussy and the orca won't post his kill, you fucking pussy. You fucking pussy, post your kill, pussy. In any case, Charlie takes out a Stratios worth 723 million. That was Red Tiger. Went solo 1-on-1 against Red Tiger. Let me tell you something. People that are hacking in a strat, why? Why are you doing it? You're putting so much on the line. You've got 2 mid slots wasted that would much better be used for offensive or defensive modules. It's just a losing game, these people hacking in a strat. Not the best ship for hacking, let me tell you. What are you going to defend against? And a good dual rep Astero probably could have taken this guy out. 30,000 hit points worth of damage, 45 points for Charlie on Red Tiger Stratios. Now we get to Saturday. Holy fuck. Let me just take a breath. Let me just take a breath here. Oh, I'm out of fucking cigarettes. Alright, so Saturday was the Wormhole Police graduation ceremony. And let me tell you something. Huge thank you to everyone who sponsored, showed up, in some way supported the event. It gets bigger and better every single time. Now, I've got an entire video link for you, Frank. There's an entire page of Z-Kill for the event. Let's just go with the raw numbers right up front. 2,827,000 ISK destroyed. We lost all of our ships. That was the plan. That was 900 million worth of police ships fed to the event. Participants fed another 1,927,000,000. I threw in a battle report as well. Hopefully it formats that well for you. Now let's talk about that event. It was sponsored by New Jovian Collective. They gave us 10 Asteros. We took them out there and we destroyed every last one of them. Now, other participants, we had Spoopy Newbies. They came the last time, and they showed up again this time, and they fed us some Vexor Navy issues. Wingspan came by. Wingspan fed a fleet of catalysts. Then they fucked off, and they came back in a fleet of fucking Praxises with smart bombs. That ended the day. We had some notable independent hunters. Caffeine Coma, he fed a Hecate. Tylo Tylo, let me just stop here and talk about the event. You know, it changes so much every single time. Spoopy newbies brought those Vexor Navy issues based on their experience for the last graduation ceremony. New Jovian Collective brought a fleet of bantams based on their last experience with us. And Wingspan, I'm not sure why they brought the catalyst. They might have watched the last video and felt it was a good thing to bring. Now, let me tell you what happened. While the frigates were battling it out, the frigates and the destroyers and the small and medium-sized ships, while those ships were battling it out, the independents were all around the edges. They'd wait for the police to get a hold of somebody and blap them. So it got to the point where people had brought ships without that expectation in mind. What was required was, Tylo had pledged his support. He was out there sniping on the edge, highly successful sniper in his Munin, sniping on the edge, and it became required that a pop-up alliance had to be formed between the Wormhole police, who were battling those bantams, and New Jovian Collective. So we made a quick decision. Maybe it didn't happen as quick as it could have, but we made a quick decision to take out Tylo's Munin and then get back to fighting with those bantams. That's about when the Wingspan showed up in their catalyst, and we fought them. All the time, we got our snipers out on the edges, Shrap, Tufel and Ara Malika, who shows up in a fucking battle near us. Bold move. That battle near us flew home. Tufel mortar ship flew home. Shrap's Loki, I believe it was, flew home. All those ships flew home. All those little, all the praxises, they flew home. Every last police officer was laying dead on the field. Dead on the field. Now, after the event, little Jerry Sizzler rolls in and teams up with that nearest to take out a second ship brought by Tylo. After he fed his Munin, he came back in a tornado. And after the event was over, little Jerry Sizzler and Ara Moliko and his nearest came and took out that tornado as well. Now, there were some missed opportunities. You know, the people that are shooting each other, the shooty type people, they're pretty focused on shooting. They're pretty focused on that huge missed opportunity for a savvy looter. These wrecks pop, a savvy looter could drop in, grab the loot, and get out with little to no chance of even being targeted. Because the crew's focused on one guy, and you're going to get in and get out. Missed opportunity. There was loot laying all over the field. And somebody eventually came and picked that stuff up. I think it was almost 500 million worth of crap just laying on the field. And that was the Wormhole Police graduation ceremony. Thanks so much to everybody who came. New Jovian Collective, Wingspan Delivery Services, they killed the police. They smart bombed the police into oblivion. Spoopy Newbies, they brought those Vexor Navy issues. Probably wasn't the best ship to bring. They were targets. Play it a little bit different next time. We had our Independence, Caffeine Coma, Tylo, Ara Maliko, Shrap, Tufel Morda. We had Wyloots. He's joined up with the police, by the way. We want to welcome our newest deputy to the force, Wilo. Wilo has joined the force. We welcome him to the force. And that was the Wormhole Police event. If I forgot anybody, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was unintentioned. We wrapped the week up with a light Sunday. A real light Sunday. But Paul is Titan. He tops the board with a Stratios worth $258 million. Again. Dual rep Stratios, cap boosted, but he wasted those slots, those mid slots, on fucking hacking modules, and Paulus was able to best him. No trouble at all, only 13k damage for 36 fake internet Z kill points. So let me tell you, Frank, great fucking week for the Wormhole Police. What a great fucking week. We'll wrap it up here. Talk to you next week, Frank. Fucking love you.